Good morning, good morning, good morning, or whatever time it is where you are. Me. I guess we're just going to get a little started here on a 3D 40 Let's see what's going on. Got a couple new decks. May play with them when we get to it. Really good time last weekend. I ended up finding this little hippie spot. Got some crystals. I got a piece of moldavite. I don't know. Me and Luna were talking about that, how bored we all are, and just this very blah, boring energy around lately. So, nothing seems to have been happening. At least not in my world anyway. It's been very, very boring lately. So, I picked it up. Just a little. What is it? FAFO? With the universe right now. Alright, universe. Let's see. Who's got the main storyline right now? Somebody's got to have something going on. Who's got it going on? Let's see. What's going on the 3D? Who's the main characters right now? Someone's making a decision to move? Planting new seeds. Definitely getting a new energy here. This could not even be a physical move. This could just be like somebody's making a mental move too. Well, it's a 3D. They're shifting. Trying new places, going new places. Okay. This is the end of a cycle. Okay, so this person, whoever this is, they're moving away from some sort of toxic energy. I get like I'm picking up that one of the main reasons this person, one of the reasons this person like stays single or is always single or is habitually single, right? I don't get that's what they want. I get that they might even get the energy of like being a player or something like that, or I get they go through a lot of partners. Doesn't mean like sex, but they like date a lot of people, but it never seems to work out. But the reason this person's relationships don't work out is the people around them. That's the anxiety. That's what they need to move away from. Is there something about these people around them? All right, so this person might have used to have been a player, or they might have been in a player phase, right? And now the people that they've been running around with, their friends, right? This person's getting ready to make a decision. They want to change up what they're doing. Whenever they try to, their friends sabotage it, right? Because I got the Four of Wands here, followed by the Five of Swords, right? And I just really, really get the strong energy of its defeat at all costs, right? Defeat at all costs. That's the Five of Swords energy there. But you got this Ace of Swords here. And I'm getting the imagery of, actually this deck. In this deck, the Five of Swords, I think it's this deck. Anyway, it's a person standing over. One person's laying on the ground, like playing the perpetual victim. And the other person is like standing above them holding the two swords. It is this deck. Alright. Right? So one person's laying there with the Three Swords, looking like the Three of Swords card there, right? It's like they're laying there like, oh, poor pitiful me. I also get like the Ten of Swords energy, right? The laying on the ground with the swords around them. So it's this energy of like, I keep saying of like, But yeah, this person's like, oh, I'm so single and I can't date anybody, and it's because you're attached to a toxic person. It's like that person who has that toxic relationship with one of their exes, and it's like, I'm not gonna. I think it's the feminine here, right? So I'm just putting the energies where the energies go. You guys put them where you want to. It's just easier for me to pick characters and have them be the characters. So in this case, the masculine is the one on the ground. He's got the toxic exes. He's got the toxic friends, right? And this might even be the thing. This toxic friend might be an ex that they were dating, and like now they're back to being friends, and it's like, oh well, we were friends before, but we did date for a little bit, but now we're just friends again. But the energy with this person is she don't want to see them with anybody else either. It's the energy of, I don't want, or like I said, it could just be a friend that's obsessed with this person, but I get the energy of, I don't want to watch you give somebody else what you wouldn't offer me. And then I got the energy of a feminine here who's just like this. She is not the type of person to deal with that kind of energy. She's like, no, what? No. I'm not going to date somebody that every time I get into an argument to, you're going to go run to another female who you've slept with's house. No, I'm good. I ain't going to play that game. And the ones that do deal with it are just as toxic as his other ex. All right. Five of Wands again. There's an argument. And here's the thing with the argument. I get that this person hasn't wanted to draw any healthy boundaries with this ex because they're probably a narc. And they're like, they don't want the drama. They don't want the fighting. I get there's a big friend group here. Because the Five of Swords is usually 5 people swinging swords around, not just 2. But there's a friend group here with 2 people that are about to get into an argument. It could even be another masculine in the group. This masculine could be dating this ex. Yeah, there's a weird energy. Oh, yeah. Yep. Picking up high school. You know how in high school, like, everybody was friends. We were all friends from middle school into high school. And then once everybody hit high school... If you could stop scratching at my couch. Thank you. Once everybody started dating, there was always this energy of, like, people dating around. Like, you would have these friends that would date multiple people within the friends group. I get that this is what this group is like. It is a group of people that have all kind of dated each other, like in this, or slept with each other, or gotten drunk and messed around partying. It's just like a whole thing. That's the sort of truth there. Ace of Swords again. This is the truth. This is the realization. Like, somebody's definitely coming into what? I'm going to say 10 of Swords. Got the King of Pentacles here, right? So this person realizes the truth. I get that they just started focusing on building their own life. I get that they've been separating themselves from this group, right? The perpetual victim. I get this person is rising up out of this energy, right? I get that they're tired of being this perpetual victim, or they're tired of people being perpetual victims, right? What is it? Victim mentality, victim mode, right? This person doesn't realize it, but by separating themselves from this negative energy, they're starting to draw in new energy towards themselves. Prince of Wands. They might not even realize that they, like, just by doing this, they're And they might not notice it, right? Right? Like you're separating yourself from this friends group. We got judgment right after this. You're separating yourself from this friends group, and you don't realize that by separating yourself, you've actually raised your frequency, raised your energy, right? That you raised the energy of the aura that you're projecting. So, right, you went from this perpetual victim to this Knight of Wands, but you don't realize that because for this person, it's just like, well, all I'm doing is just working on me. I'm actually bored. I'm actually kind of lonely. I'm actually like, like I got, whatever. I got the house. I got the vehicles. I got like, all this nice stuff. And like, I've built this little castle for myself. But I still feel kind of lonely. And it's like, but that lonely energy is what is attracting people of a different frequency. But this person doesn't notice it because I don't think they would ever think that these people would notice them. There's definitely, see, the judgment card for me is kind of like karma. It's like karma's balancing out. The universe is rewarding those, right? Ooh, no, this came out reversed. So the universe is rewarding those who have been authentic and living in their truth, and secrets are about to start coming out. Secrets are coming out into the sun, right? So the sunlight, the moon reversed here, and then the sun right after it. I'm just getting the energy of, there's been a lot of toxicity. There's been a lot of gossip. There's been a lot of this little circle, like buzzing information around. This could be this is like I said, this is like some sort of school or group or workplace type situation, or it's like that bar that everybody hangs out with. Oh, I got pool hall, bowling alley. It's someplace where like people congregate, and they congregate on a regular basis with each other. So there's been a lot of gossip and a lot of like, but the truth is coming out. Also picking up that this is spirit guided. I don't know why, I was just thinking, I was talking to somebody else the other day about how it's something to do with fairies, right? And it's like fairies that are pure spirit have like dragonfly wings, but fairies that have butterfly wings are passed over souls that turned into fairies, right? I get the energy this is divinely guided by this. Could be, I get past life energy a little bit here too. We got the Ace of Pentacles again. So now I told you, you're matching a different frequency. This person has moved on from the toxic energy, and they've been building their life, and they've been planting seeds, and they were the King of Pentacles, right? And they were planting seeds, and they were building their little kingdom, right? What do we got over here? I get Aries energy with this card because there's just a ram sitting here, right? What's this Queen of Pentacles doing? She's just sitting over here alone, right? I get like hiding from the oasis. Hiding from the mirage. So this Queen of Pentacles is a bit of a loner too. She's probably been a loner a little bit longer, right? I get the energy that like she sees the illusion, right? She sees the illusion, right? You see it over there in the distance. I get she's very spirit guided. Almost like the ram is her spirit guide, telling her that it's okay to stay over here. It's okay to be stubborn. Don't fall for the illusion, right? Don't fall for the allure, right? Don't want to be part of that party crowd. You may be bored, but I mean, goodness, like, do you really want to be in the drama though? No. No, the King and Queen of Pentacles definitely don't want to be in the drama. I get she's hiding though. Like, while is he sitting out in the middle of the field? But he's not doing anything. He's just sitting out in the middle of the field. Horses eating grass. He's just chilling. He's not really making any moves from where he's at, right? The grass is pretty green. She's kind of in the desert, though. She's on the sidelines over here. She's hiding behind the dune there. Yeah. This Queen of Pentacles has a very defensive, a lot of defensive energy here. She could have been through a lot. I don't know why. What's that song? One of them girls. Got a wall I gotta knock down. There's a tower coming. Queen of Swords. I get the tower is for this group. So this feminine energy that I just picked up, this Queen of Pentacles sitting on the sidelines. I also got the Queen of Swords sitting up on a cloud here, right? She's like, what? I know my own mind. What? I've made the decision for peace. And once again, I get this defensive energy. It's just like, and this overseeing energy going on. It's like, yeah, I get the queen of this is a divine feminine, right? It's like she's got intuition. She sees what's going on. She's like, there's no way this works out. What? It didn't work out in high school. You know, it's never worked out any place I've ever worked. It's never worked out with any groups that I've ever been in. There's always that one chick who dates everybody, or this one dude that tries to sleep with everybody, and it always ends up imploding in the end because it just becomes too much drama. And this person's like, yeah, no, I sat back and chose peace because I saw this tower getting ready to come for this group of people. I get it's the catalyst to change too. What? Two people in the group, well, one person in the group. It's that kind of, it might even be because of the divine feminine that this person has kind of shifted their way of thinking. They might have been in player mode. They might have think if everybody just sleeps with everybody else, there's nobody faithful anymore, you know, things like that. And this person's been kind of in that like kind of energy for a while. And so they've been like, fuck it, if you can't beat them, join them, right? I don't want to, you know, be alone. So this person's been kind of dating around, maybe having one night stands or whatever, but it's not really them. And then in comes this person who's not lured into that, like a casual sex crowd. They're not lured into it. They've stayed on the sidelines the whole time, right? They're just like, no, like, I get it could even be like the energy of celibacy. Like this person's like, no. Alright, what's going on with the 40 here? What's going on above all this? What's going on with the drama? I saw that it was spirit-led, so let's see what's going on the 40. Alright, 3D, 40, 5D explained one more time. Like I don't explain it every time for you guys. The 3D is the physical realm. That's what's physically going on. That's, you know, that's what's going on. That's when one person talks physically to another person. The 4D is where the 5D spirit speaks to the 3D. Right? Because you're really a 4D being in a 3D body. So this is how it speaks to that 4D part of yourself. That part that's dreams. That's where spirit messages comes from, right? And then the 5D is the actual spirit that we can't really, like, connect to. There has to be, you know, the 3D can't see the 5D. The 4D can't see the 6D, right? You can only see the dimensions above and around you. Makes sense? Alright, so let's see. What's going on? What's the chatter? What's the radio frequency? What's going on? Who are the main characters pulling the strings, causing the chaos on... Let's see. I don't know. These cards are just going to be back and forth. Alright, I got a reversed Empress here. And we got the 9 of Wands. So there's definitely this toxic Empress, right? This is the kind of bitch that, like, they could be like a mom picking up, right? They could be a mother, but they could like not even really care about their kids. Like they'll care more about sleeping around and partying than actually taking care of their kids. There's like just zeros given, right? I get that, like even like the only reason they ever even get pregnant or like to be pregnant is because they get so much attention while they're pregnant, and they get so much attention while the children are young. But then as soon as the kids start becoming even slightly independent and they're not of use for garnishing attention for this person and start to become like more of a burden, that's the energy here. That's definitely a toxic empress, right? If they don't have kids, they're just very into themselves. They think they deserve shit that they don't earn, right? This Knight of Wands energy here that I've got, it's like, right, if you, I get, like, you know those popsicle sticks? When you make the popsicle stick chains? I get like if you pull this one pin, it's just gonna, you know? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. There's a way that you can take popsicle sticks, and if you line them up just right, cross-hatched, and you go all the way down, the tension in them, it's kinetic energy, right? Once one stick gets removed, it just, and popsicle sticks go everywhere. What did I say? Once that one stick is pulled, that's it. They're going down. Massive tower. Get the energy of somebody smacking the crown off her head. Ooh. I get whatever's about to happen, right? It's gonna, like, she might have been the queen. I get that damn role models movie in my head all of a sudden, right? With the king and how, like, he lies and he cheats to stay king. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. It's a really stupid movie. Anyway, they're role playing in this movie. They're LARPing, which is where you like dress up and play medieval characters or whatever, and the king is corrupt and he like cheats to stay king, but then in the end, he gets his crown knocked off. A lot of strength here. Even then, right? With the strength. Somebody's coming in, right? Pull her teeth out, make her a humble bumble. That's messed up. This is a weird one. I got the bad decision bagel, right? And it's a little thing that was going around for a while. It was a little story. It was just talking about, like, you know, when spirit doesn't give you something that you want, you know, sometimes that's a good thing. And the person's like, for example, I had a chocolate chip bagel and my dog was looking at me begging for a bite, but I couldn't give him a bite of my bagel because it had chocolate chips in it. I was actually doing it a favor by not giving it what it wanted. And then at the bottom it said, me over here in the corner chewing on my bad decision bagel. And I get the energy of, like, yeah, the universe, this person's taking a lot of strength. I can't get your name out of my mouth. Picking that up strong. This Empress has been chewing on him, and it's like, get my name out of your mouth. So this is a person who doesn't quite, this masculine, they're learning about energy. They haven't quite got it yet. I get that they've been dropped hints, and they're definitely getting more spirit guided, and they might be leaning more into it of lately, or they might have knew some in the past, but they fell off on that trail. When someone's got their name in your mouth, negative or positive, You get to decide what you do with that energy. Like, I love it. I think it's the funniest thing in the world. There's this lady at work, right? And she's come up to me twice now and told me that she's run into these people who used to work with me like a year or so ago, right? And she's like, yeah, she's like, the first thing they ask is that bitch still there? And it cracked me up. It cracked my manager up too, because my manager's like, damn, man, I would have thought they would have said that about me, not you. And I'm just like, man, I feel famous because you're talking about me. Like, it doesn't matter. I get to choose what I do with that energy. And especially the more authentic you are. And it's like, oh, God, you lie on my name? Sometimes I feel bad for people who lie on my name. It's like, you don't understand the spiritual shields I got up. Keep my name out of your mouth or bad shit's just going to keep happening to you. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just how it works. I told you before in the 3D that it's like, there's major karmic justice coming in here. Like, the spirit is coming down. Oh, I get spirit is coming down and ripping the truth from people's mouths. Four swords reversed. Ripping the lies from people's mouths. Exposing them. I get that there's been a gossip circle here. So there's been a gossip circle, but people have been having a hard time finding who starts the gossip, right? Like, because you get that grapevine energy. I think I picked this up on the reading last time too. There's this grapevine energy, right? And nobody knows who the liar is because it's like the way they spit it out. Queen of Wands. The divine energy spirit knows who it is. Picking that up strong. The divine Queen of Wands, she could even be a fire sign, or she has a lot of fire energy right now. But this is on the 5D now. The 5D spirit has a lot of freaking energy right now. A lot of flame. They know who it is. That's where it's been. What? There's been a lot of lower frequency players dealing with lower 5D, like lower energy 5D beings, right? People who have come in to play the bad guy. And now, Page of Coins reversed. Spirit's watching this Page of Coins reversed. They're getting some sort of monetary gain from this. They're getting some sort of gain from this, whether it be a position that they get to hold, or they get some sort of monetary gain out of it. It gives them some sort of control. This Queen of Wands has a very high priestess energy here. Shared a meme a while ago, right? I mean, I made it, and it's of like this stone queen sitting in a throne with the stained glass behind her. And it said, "You should not have approached me if you did not wish to be seen." Because there's a thing when you mess with highly spiritually connected people, it's like, when you want to get to know them, when you approach them, they see you. They see your aura, they see your energy, they see everything, right? They notice everything, right? They genuinely see you. They pay attention to the way you answer certain things and the way you say certain things and the kind of stories that you tell, right? They really see you. This high priestess sees people. And I got the world is crumbling for this toxic empress, because this whole line is just like the lies being exposed, the world reversed. I get this person's world is crumbling around them. Six of Cups. When this is all said and done, nothing is going to be like it used to be. Nothing is going to be like it used to be. I get there's a massive shuffling of the cards getting ready to happen, and all the players are going to be in new positions by the end of it. Does that make any sense? All right, let's play with this new deck. What do I got? Too many. Just want one or two. Just a message. It's a feminine deck, so, and I got mostly feminine watchers, so let's see what we got. Ghosts of the past. The past returns for a time. So I got Marie Masquerade, Glamour, Intrigue, and Drama, and then Storm Angel here. Collisions of belief, styles, attitudes, and energy. With this Ghost of the Past, I'm getting that the feminine just picks up what? I've seen this all before, right? Didn't I say that before? I was like, I've seen this happen in high school. I've seen this happen at other jobs. I've seen this happen so many freaking times, right? I get that she's put on a mask, right? Mask, intrigue, drama. I'm almost done. I'll call you in a minute. And then I got this collision of beliefs and energy. So that's really what the catalyst is. That's really what's drawing everything right now. Alright, so this was the card stuck in the deck. Right? It says the Pink Lotus Fairy. This is a time for spirit. So feminine, you keep connecting with spirit. You keep doing what you're doing. This is a time for people to be connecting with spirit. I'm getting very strongly that the energy that's going to come out, right, is connecting with spirit. And it's the people who are connecting with spirit. Any messages for those who are beginning to connect to spirit or reconnecting to spirit? I got threads. Weave the threads of your dreams, your thoughts, to shape your reality. I get don't settle for less than what you dream for. Focus on manifesting that dream life, right? You focused on getting the monetary things you want, right? You're focused on getting the house, getting the vehicles, getting the clothes, getting the whatever. So if you were able to manifest all that, maybe the problem with the manifesting the love part is you don't hold firm to what your dream is, right? Settle for things that aren't your dream for the sake of being, not being alone. So it's time to really focus on, I get those that are on the same path as you, those that have the same thread, right? Your spirit tribe, your spirit guides and your spirit tribe will come to you. It might be time to do a love's guiding light again, right? Time to brighten up them beacons and call in the love that you deserve. All right, I really do got to go, though. I'm running late. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.